Hey y'all, what's up? It's Jessica. Welcome back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. And if you're new, please stick around and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any more videos. We literally wait for this day every single year, and I'm talking about the Sephora Holiday Savings Event. It is here. The sale is live, which means it's time to shop for all the things you've been wanting, all the things that are in your cart that have been there for weeks. I know it's in there. Mine are in there too. This means that any beauty insider gets access to specific discounts depending on your beauty tier. So for example, I am a Rouge member. So from October 30th to November 9th, if you are a Rouge member, you get 20% off your purchase. From the 3rd through the 9th of November, VIB members get 15% off their purchase. And lastly, November 5th through the 9th, Insider members, they get 10% off their entire purchase. The love is spreading, okay? I hear the ka-ching. I hear the bags filling up. I look forward to this every single year because I get to get those things that I've been eyeing, or maybe it's a new product launch, like some that I'm going to be featuring in today's video, hence how this look turned out. Then I'm able to save some money on those launches, on skincare essentials that I want to stock up on gifting. Sephora has amazing gift sets, like literally they are queen, top tier of gift sets. There are so many new exciting brands and launches happening this year at Sephora, and this is the time to, you know, pounce on that, okay? And get your discount while you can. So today's video is basically a whole makeup look using products that I highly recommend. These are things that I feel like you need to get. If I'm going to suggest anything makeup related, these are my top faves. So I did a look, this look right here, using those products, and they are available at Sephora. So if by any chance you see the slaying that is happening in this video and you're like, ooh, I need to get that, this is the opportunity, because again, you get your discounts. All right, you guys, so if you are ready to see how I use all of my favorite recommended products for the Sephora Holiday Savings Event, let's dive into the video. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my skin. I'm using the Farsali Skin Tune Blur Perfecting Primer Serum. I love how matte this gets my face. It literally just blurs out any like shine. As you can see, I have a little bit of shine on my face, and this just completely mattes it out and kind of like gives you a nice canvas to work with. Okay, so moving on to foundation, and if you follow me on Instagram, which you should, then you already know how much I've been loving, raving, and using the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I'm in the shade Medium Deep Macao, and this foundation is like my favorite one at the moment. I've been using it like non-stop. The finish of this foundation is beautiful. You get like a nice soft matte finish, but there's still some radiance to your skin, so you're not completely like dried out. It gives you like a very nice radiant skin, but the finish is matte, and I love it. This is like my favorite matte foundation. Highly recommend this foundation if you haven't used it. And you don't need a lot of this to get like nice full coverage. And I'm going to take my Sephora Pro Foundation brush in the number 70. I love how dense this brush is to really disperse the product onto my face, and you can easily see already how beautiful that coverage is. And I kind of like stipple it and then buff it. All right, so this is how the skin is looking so far. I love this foundation. You're gonna hear me say that a lot in this video. The finish is just so beautiful. Like, do you see the radiance that you still get, even though it's matte? You can totally tell it's matte, but then you also can see some of the natural radiance that skin naturally has. Another NARS favorite that I'm going to be using in this video today is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. I'm using the shade Caramel. Now, I like to take a little bit of the concealer onto my fingers to pat it in. For cream products, I find that the initial placement with my fingers helps the product disperse better. So I like to go in first with my fingers, and then if I need to add more, then I'll go in with my brushes. This concealer is so creamy, and it's the same soft matte formula. However, it's in a cream version, and I feel like it just is so smooth. A lot of times I kind of like steer away from cream concealers because a lot of times they like hold on, literally hold on to your creases if you have like under eye creases and things like that. And this one I find doesn't necessarily do that. It's so smooth and buttery that it fills in those spaces. I love how it instantly just brightened my face, made me look more alive, more awake. These days I'm craving to look more alive. Literally using my fingers, and you see how flawless that coverage is. Next, I am going to set my face, and I'm going to be using one of my favorite setting powders. I don't know where this setting powder has been all of my life, but I'm glad it's here now. It is the Givenchy Prism Libre Matte Finish and Enhanced Radiance Loose Powder. This is like one of the best setting powders I personally have ever used, since I've been wearing makeup. And I'm using the one in the number 6, and I love how all of these different shades within this powder give you the perfect radiance, the perfect tone for your skin. Like it, just let me use it and I'll show you guys. It's like one of the most beautiful setting powders I've ever used, ever. I've not been able to put this down since I've gotten it. So you basically just pour some of the product in the cap. It comes with a little puff, and you just basically tap it in the powder. Kind of shake off the excess powder and then lightly just press it into the skin, and it literally melts into your skin. And you see how it like warms the skin up? Like it's warming my skin up. I haven't bronzed, I haven't added any of that yet, and this product just gives you the most gorgeous complexion. All right, so now it's time to bronze the skin and warm it up even more. And I'm gonna let you take a little bit of time to guess which bronzer I'm going to reach for. If you've been watching me, then you should already know what I'm gonna grab. Go ahead, give you a little second. If you guessed the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Instant Warmth Bronzer in the shade Mocha Mommy, then you are my girl. I use this literally every time I do my makeup and I'm bronzing my skin. It's her, guys. It's her. It's her for that instant warmth. It's her for that sun-kissed glow year-round. I just think if you have not gotten this bronzer, you're missing out. Get her while the Sephora Holiday Savings Event is going on, okay? I'm gonna take my Sephora Pro Blush Brush, say that 5 times real fast, number 93, and dip that into here and just warm up the skin. I know it's fall, I know summer is over, but that does not mean we cannot glow like it's still summer year round. And basically if you live in California, then it pretty much is. I like to get into that hairline so it just doesn't look like you have like a mask on. But when I tell you this complexion is coming together, we're gonna move on to blush, and you are about to get your entire life with this blush palette. Yes, it's a palette, okay? This is the NARS Orgasm X Cheek Palette. Oh my God, so gorgeous. Now the Orgasm blush has been around for a very long time, okay? She's not new to this, she's true to this, but now she comes in a palette, okay? She's providing friends, accessories, and entourage. I just feel like whenever you wanna feel like that girl, you reach for Orgasm blush. I'm just saying, I don't know what it does, but it does something. I'm gonna take my Sephora Pro Blush Brush 99, and I love how this is tapered at the end, so it really gives you nice, like, precise placement. You don't want your blush all over the place. And I'm going to tap her into Orgasm, and I'm gonna tap her into the skin to give a very flush, diffused look. She has a pretty natural sheen to her as well, so you don't need a lot of this. It's super soft, and it just gives you a nice, youthful, like, pretty girl next door look. I'm gonna take my Sephora Pro highlight brush, and I'm gonna dip it into this highlighter right here. This is the Orgasm highlighter. And tap that in, and then kind of like swivel it onto the skin. That is pretty. Because Orgasm already has like a nice reflective sheen in it, you don't need a lot of highlighter. Now I am moving on to my eyes, and I am so excited to share this product with you guys. It's a new brand launch. Not just a new launch, but a new brand launch. The Makeup by Mario line is exclusively to Sephora, and I'm so excited that I have these. The makeup lover inside of me right now is screaming. You can't hear her, but she's loud. Like I mentioned, this is exclusively available at Sephora, which means you're not gonna get it anywhere else. And what better time than to get your hands on this than during the Sephora Holiday Savings Event. If you love pigment, if you love quality, if you just love really good makeup, this is a brand that you definitely want to try out. These eyeshadows, like I've seen them in action. I saw Mario actually on his page working with this, and just by playing with it like in my finger, I haven't used it on my face yet, but just swatching, okay, you can tell a lot about a product just by swatching it. This is such rich pigments. Like the pigment, the quality is definitely luxurious, rich. And I love the whole concept behind the brand. You guys should definitely check it out to learn more about it. But I know so many makeup lovers and just in beauty enthusiasts in general were excited about this launch, myself included. So I want to share with you guys a look that I'm going to do using his palettes. I'm going to be using 2 in this video. So let's start off with the Makeup by Mario Master Matte Eyeshadow Palette. I'm going to go into this shade Matte 11, and I'm going to use that into my crease. This is definitely named appropriately, being the Master Mattes palettes, because I feel like often I am searching for a palette that just gives me options when it comes to mattes, because sometimes the mattes are a little bit too ashy, or they don't show up on my skin tone. And he was very deliberate when it came to creating a palette that embodied all skin tones, because he's a makeup artist, a bomb one at that, might I say. And so when you're working with so many different skin tones and so many different clients, you want to make sure that you have, you know, their shade available. So the fact that he created a palette now it's accessible to all of us is amazing. Okay, so this next palette I'm so excited to share with you guys. It's also by Makeup by Mario, and this is the Master Metals palette. And when I tell you, if you love yourself some metallics, some metals, some sheen, some high shine and all of that, you have to try this palette. And what's cool about it is that he also has the Makeup by Mario Master Metal Manipulator. So you can definitely just go into the palette as is, like with your brush, your finger, and put it on, you know, your eyelid. But if you really want to add some intensity, if you want that high shine metal liquid look, then you can use the Metal Manipulator to get that look. And I'm going to show you guys how. Now this is my first time doing it, but I have confidence in myself, so we're gonna try it out. So what I'm gonna do is take the Master Metal Manipulator, and the palette comes with like this little dish right here. I'm gonna pour some of that in that dish, and then I'm gonna take the spatula that comes with the palette, and I'm going to just kind of like take some of that, and I'm gonna take the spatula to dispense some of that gold. And what you do is just kind of like mix it up to create a liquid shadow. I'm going to use the Sephora Pro Lip Brush 85 to apply it. I know it's not an eyeshadow brush, but for me, I think I will get the best results using this one. And let's try it. I'm going to tap it onto my lid. Wow, it's super rich. You guys see how pigmented that is? I could totally see this doing like a high shine, like eyeliner look. You can totally do that with this. I think I'm going to take it up on the lid just a little bit more. But I love the fact that it brings out your inner makeup artist, because it allows you to create, like if you wanted to mix more shades together, you could totally do that and create your own shade. Like that's what's cool about this. So I do love the fact that you can do that. I really want to intensify that inner corner. You guys know, like, that's my thing. I love a very intense inner corner. All right, so this is the eye so far, and so far I'm really digging this. This is totally something I would do for like a holiday event, but I love how this product was not intimidating at all. Like someone like me who's, you know, especially when it comes to eyeshadow, I'm not the best, but I love quality eyeshadows and I love to play around and have fun with it. This was so easy that even I can use. I'm gonna go in with my Sephora Pro Brow 20 brush, and I think I'm gonna go into a deeper shade, probably a deeper brown. I'm thinking this one right here, which is the matte 10. I'm gonna go into that one and then kind of like outline the situation that we have going on. I'm gonna go back into that matte 11 shade and smoke out the bottom lash line. Alright, so the eyes are complete. I went ahead and added lashes, mascara, and now I'm going to complete this face with my Lancome Fix It and Forget It setting spray. This has been my ride or die setting spray for over 2 years now. That is a long time to stick with something, so I love this one so much. But instead of spraying it all over my face, because we want to keep this hair nice and sleek, I'm just going to spray it onto a sponge, which is another way you can do it. And you take your sponge and just set your makeup. All right, you guys, this is the completed look and I am in love. Let me know how much you guys like it. This look right here is enough for you to head over to Sephora and hop on the Sephora Holiday Savings Event, because sis, she's giving you holiday vibes. All of the products that I use in today's video are literally staples and some of my favorite, and the palette that I use is going to be a new staple. I just love the fact that you're able to play with makeup and not feel so intimidated by it and just have fun. It's all about having fun. Links to all the products that I use will be down below in the description bar, but what I want you to do is head over to Sephora, because I know y'all got some items in your cart that have been sitting there forever and you've just been pondering and waiting for this sale, and it's here so you can get your goodies, get your essentials, get your gifts, get your skincare, get your makeup, stock up, okay? That is all. Leave me a comment. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.